Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to Tarot Noir, and I am your intuitive and tarot reader, TAB. You already know what time it is. Hi, everyone. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Also, click that notification bell so you will be notified when we drop the next video. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing well, blessed, highly favored. Hope all your manifestations are coming true. I hope any trials and tribulations that you're going through ceases. I hope everyone is doing well. I want to thank my new subscribers who have been coming onto the channel. Thank you. Welcome to Tarot Noir. We do intuitive readings over here on all subjects, so you are welcome. We do not discriminate on any type of religious, ethnicity, gender, what have you. We don't discriminate over here. You are welcome to just tune in and enjoy the readings, okay? I hope everyone is doing well. Okay, missed you guys. A lot has happened on the news, you guys. A lot of things that we predicted here, and I know a lot of other tarot readers have been predicting this as well. Today, we're gonna do a reading in reference to the Trump and the Epstein emails, okay, and what has been released, okay. Some shocking information has been released, and we're going to go ahead and get into that. Also, understand that all readings on this channel is for entertainment purposes only. My channel is for adults only, okay. So now that we got that spiel out the way, thank you for viewing and taking the time out to view the content. Like, dislike, long as you're watching, it doesn't matter to me, okay? I'm glad everyone is here. Yes. So, as you guys know, the government got the vote, the Republicans got the vote to reopen the government. Okay, we did have some Democrats that flipped their seats, and we talked about that in the last video. Okay, so if you did not watch it, go back and watch that before you watch this one, or however you want to do it. But after the vote, Donald Trump came on live and signed the bill in the legislation. And what also dropped was some additional emails in regards to Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, so it was kind of like a domino effect after the vote. Trump comes online, signs, and I believe the emails were released earlier that day. Okay. It's just sickening. Okay. It's just sickening. And I'm going to say this. If you are MAGA and you support MAGA right now on this day at this time with all of this information out, to me, I'm going to say it. And a lot of people may not like it. You may unsubscribe. If you're a Trump supporter, that's fine with me. If you still think that Trump, the president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, gives a damn about you, MAGA, then you are sadly lost. There's too much information out there right now in reference to this Jeffrey Epstein situation. Okay. And 20,000 emails are going to be released. Some of them they already dropped. Okay. This is trending all over the news. So if you're still MAGA after all of this, that's on you. Okay. That is on you. But let's go ahead and cleanse the energy. We're going to get into this Epstein email situation. Okay. So I got some Palo Santo here. We're going to go ahead and cleanse the energy. I mean, this is just disgusting. Okay. And I'm going to throw my commentary in the middle. Y'all already know how I get down. Okay. I like to go ahead and thank my passed over loved ones, my spiritual guides, my deities. Thank you for protecting me. My spiritual warriors, thank you for guiding me and protecting me and keeping negative influences and negative people out of my life. Thank you for strengthening my boundaries and allow me to heal, learn, and speak what needs to be spoken. I pray and hope to all my viewers and subscribers that they are spiritually protected as well. I hope their manifestations come through. I'm grateful and thankful for my subscribers and my viewers in my life and my loved ones. I'm grateful and thankful for my abundance and prosperity, and just learning the lessons that I needed to learn in this lifetime. I thank you. We are one. All right. So, yeah, the motherfucking emails came out. And if you haven't seen it, you got to go check on the news, check on YouTube. It's everywhere. Midas Touch, that's where I get a lot of my news from. Midas Touch Network, they're on YouTube. I love, love, love how they do their commentary. Go check them out. CNN, MSNBC, I believe. Fox News is the only news station that is not talking about these Epstein files and these emails. So let's get into this situation in reference to these emails. Okay, let's get right on into it. Okay, tell us the situation in reference to these emails. Donald Trump, Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, we got the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, this is first. Ace of Pentacles, Magician, and Five of Wands. Okay, this is what we're getting right now. We are getting the Nine of Pentacles, okay? We are getting the Ace of Pentacles. We're getting the Magician. We're getting the Five of Wands. Already from the back, there's conflict. The Five of Wands being the ending card within the Republican Party. The people are competing and turning on each other, okay? This Knight of Pentacles, this knight is the slowest knight in the deck, okay? It has no movement. It's just a pentacle, okay? And there's no movement. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, okay? So to me, it's giving me that there might be some bribery behind the scenes that is happening here, because it's followed up with the Magician card, and that is more of making things work, taking things in your own hands. The Magician, manipulating the situation. Okay. I feel like this is the energy surrounding Trump. I feel like he wants these little these emails and the allegations and Epstein's to stop, and he's willing to offer money to keep the public out, to manipulate the situation. Okay, there is conflict in the Republican Party now. If you have not been watching the news, we had the Senator Kennedy from Louisiana saying that if this bill hits the floor, he is going to vote yes to release those files. We had Marjorie Taylor Greene, who said that she is going to vote yes on the floor if the bill get passed. We have a few of the Republican Party and Republican members that want these emails to be exposed. He does not want to. Okay, obviously he doesn't. But the thing is that there's some bribery going on. Okay, there's some bribery going on with this Ace of Pentacles. This is the major money card in the deck. Okay, Pentacles always represent money. So I feel like this is a manipulation, bribery behind the scenes, that he's going to try to bribe some of the people in the Republican Party so he can manipulate them to cause this conflict with the Democrats to stop the remaining emails or facts or evidence to come out in the public. Okay, this knight right here signifies a stopping. So this is the ultimate goal. He wants this Epstein situation to go away, and he is willing to offer money to manipulate the situation to where they create conflict between Democrats and Republicans, or Republicans on Republicans. Okay, there is conflict here. Okay, there is major conflict here. So I want you guys to understand, we are talking about Donald J. Trump. We're talking about the guy who called Forbes magazine back in the 80s and told them that this is my earnings for the year so he can get wealthiest man of America, or whatever the title was. We're talking about someone who calls the Georgia representative and say, you need to find me 5 more votes or 10 more votes 10 more seats to the votes in the election, in his first election, or in the second election. In this election, I believe that happened, or the last one. It's one of the two. He actually called a Georgia representative or a voting poll or something of that nature and told them, hey, you need to find me this amount of votes. Okay. Also, he's already directed the DOJ, Pam Bondi, to go after the Democrats in reference to this supposedly alleged hoax. Okay. This is in Trump's nature. He knows the art of the deal, but he also knows how to bribe people and how to give them things to keep their mouth shut, how to manipulate through monetary forces, through money. Okay. So I am not surprised. He don't care what it has to do to bring this situation to a halt. He will pay the big bucks behind the scenes to make sure that this doesn't go any further. Okay. So there's some bribery here. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. Okay. Let's get like maybe 2 more cards off of this tarot, the Awaken Tarot. The thing about it is this is nothing new, you guys. This is nothing new. This is what Trump is known for. Bribery. Okay. This is what Trump is known for. Manipulation tactics. Hermit. Yeah, the Hermit card. Okay, the Hermit. Him retreating. Okay, emotional King of Cups. Oh, this is tugging at his emotions. He feeling some kind of way, and I guarantee you, he feels some kind of way because the Republican Party is turning on his ass, and as they should. We're talking about children here and being involved. And some of the emails where Jeffrey Epstein is joking with his brother, sending a meme to his brother. Okay? Sending memes. Would you trust him around your daughter? You know what I'm saying? This is all released to the public. This is messing with his emotions. He feels some kind of way. Okay? He feels some kind of way. As he should. He knew this day would come. But I think he underestimated the Republican Party because he felt like he had them in his pocket. And now that the emails are being released, now he's seeing this conflict within the Republican Party turning on him. Okay? So let's ask the question, when the bill gets introduced to the floor, or when this vote gets introduced to the floor, which it will, are we going to have, is that vote going to go through? Yes, that vote is going to go through. 4 cups, not interested, refraining, possibly. He's going to come out to the public. This is another cup. 3 cups and then 1 in the air. Okay, you see the person, they looking down, they're not looking at that cup. So I feel like this is the lies that he's going to tell in public. Yes, they are going to get the votes. It's going to happen. Okay, they're going to get the votes, and this is going to happen. And these are the lies. This represents the lies that the people are not interested in. He's lied so much. Trump has lied so many times in reference to Jeffrey Epstein. It's really sickening. It's really embarrassing, that we have a president like this. We don't expect the president. I know I don't expect the president to be perfect, but you don't expect him to have any dealings with this Epstein children situation that's happening here. Okay. And the people are just not going to buy it this time. You have your diehard MAGAs that, going to stick by him through thick and thin. They believe everything he says. Okay. But then you have the people that are not interested and saying, you know what? I'm kind of done with Trump. And we're seeing that as we see a lot of taking online in reference to the situation and really turning their back on Trump. We have the judgment card. Judgment. And then we have the emperor. Okay? Judgment. Yes, 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 yes. His seat isn't threatened. His seat, his presidential seat is on the line. No doubt about it. The judgment that's being placed on him is may possibly cost him his seat. I strongly feel that way. Let's get one more card off of this deck, and then we're going to go to my neon shadow deck to see what's behind the scenes. But I'm really feeling like judgment is going to be called on this situation. His seat is in the limbo right now when all of the information is released. They're going to have to. The moon is going to be full of lies. He's going to try to cover it up like he normally do. Okay. Also, the emperor is a very harsh emperor. So it's going to be judgment of the court versus the seat of the president. He's going to continue to pull the illusion over people's eyes that he doesn't have anything to do with it. And the people that he trusts, he's going to bribe them with money. Okay. And this is going to cause conflict in the Republican Party. Also affecting his MAGA supporter base. Okay. So I strongly feel that this is coming to an end, y'all. It's coming. This is going to be the last nail in the coffin. He can't shake this. There's no way he's going to be able to shake this. No way. Okay. It's too much information out here. Okay, tell us what's going on behind the scenes in reference to the Republican Party. Let's talk about MAGA Mike Johnson, who don't want to answer questions or want to answer questions but want to run. Let's talk about MAGA Mike Johnson and his connection with this situation, because he's really not believing that Trump did this. Message. There's some messages here. Okay, this is the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wires is the wand suit in this deck. Messages, the emails. Okay, he knows. MAGA Mike Johnson knows about these emails. He knows a lot more than what he's saying, but he's acting like Trump didn't do anything about it. I mean, didn't have anything to do with it. We have the High Priestess. That's my confirmation card. I'm on the right track. Okay, so it's just a matter of, brokenhearted. Three of Arms. The trust has been broken between the trust has been broken within the Republican Party. The truth. MAGA Mike Johnson knows the truth. You see the crown? The crown up here is in question. The crown is the presidential seat. The truth must come down. This is the Ace of Arms, which is the sword. Okay? This is going to cost him the seat. Believe it or not, this is going to cost him the seat because he lied too many times. This is what happens when you try to run for presidential office or some sort of office like that. If you know you got skeletons like this in your closet and that you had some dealings with this man, for you to have the audacity to run for president knowing that you dealt with Jeffrey Epstein, that really tells a lot about your character. It really tells a lot about, how I strongly feel that he bought his seat. I don't feel like he earned it at all. Okay. But nevertheless, this is what happens when you have deep skeletons in your closet and you put yourself in a political position of power for the world to see. Because as bad as he want to run and hide, he can't hide from this. His seat is in question. I feel like an impeachment will there be an impeachment in the process? It's in the process. Three of Pentacles. This is the working collaboration card. Zent represents the Pentacles. The Pentacles represents money. There's three people out here outside of the building with the three Z's in the mirror. And what that means is they are collaborating. There is some sort of collaboration in reference to his seat. Impeachment is on the horizon for sure. for sure. If President Clinton had to be impeached for what he did and what Trump is associated with, I feel it's only fair to impeach the president. They need to go ahead and do the article of impeachment. They need to have a whole case. This man has lied so many times. And then, you guys, when I came back on the table, when I first started to come back on the table, one of my first readings back was Ghislaine Maxwell. Okay. She said that she didn't know him. She didn't think that Trump had anything to do with it. And she very well did. And they sent her to a Texas prison, which is not too far from College Station, which is a college town in Bryan, Texas. And she's being treated as if she's not even supposed to be there. This is for lightweight crimes. And she's being treated like royalty over there. So the fact that she lied in the Todd Blanche interview that they did, that's going to come up too. And also, when he said that this didn't happen, this is a hoax, she can now come back and said, the president said it was a hoax. I should be acquitted for my crimes. So it goes back. And so it just ricochets back because Ghislaine Maxwell lied. He lied. Okay. So, that's a whole situation too. So let's talk about Ghislaine Maxwell and her situation in reference to Trump too. What's going to happen with her? Ten of Cups. This is what she wanted for Trump. I told y'all, you guys got to go look at the Ghislaine Maxwell this Ghislaine Maxwell reading that I did, I want to say about a couple months ago. We have the 9 of Zent, and then we have the Strength card. She might get off. If Trump continues to say that this is a hoax, she is going to ask that she be acquitted for her crimes because he's saying it's a hoax. So I feel that she might actually get out. She might actually get out. With the 10 of Cups coming out strong, and then the 9 is in. This is 9 of Pentacles. The lady is laying on top. She's free. She might get out, y'all, because of his lies. Okay? The only way that I will feel that she wouldn't be able to get out is if they actually give him the articles of impeachment and they actually try him, you know what I'm saying? And he's found guilty. But she's going to try to get out. And it looks very possible that she might get off simply because he's saying that this is a hoax. I told you this was a dirty offer. When Ghislaine did that interview, I said it could go either way. Either she could tell the truth and let it be done with then, and then all of this could have been exposed before the government shutdown, or she could lie and then come back, because the moon card came out in her reading, come back and offer an underhanded deal, which allow her to get out. And this is exactly the route that she's going to take in reference to that, because she's associated with it, because she's the one who said that she didn't know anything about it, that she didn't think Trump was in it. And here we are with the emails, which further proves her case. Okay, he's saying it's a hoax, and you need to let me out of here. And I see that. I see that. Okay, and then it's followed up with the Strength card, taming the beast. I feel like her reputation will be ruined even if she got out. People will know who she is and what she's about. She's not going to live no great life. She's going to have to tame her fetishes and all of that, because she was on it too. Allegedly. She liked the shit too. So this may be the situation that may be coming to pass. Like I said, if they don't impeach him, She can't get herself out of it. She knew exactly what she was doing when she did not tell the truth in that Todd Blanche interview that she did. And all it did was prolong the situation for um him to be exposed. That's all it did. It bought him time. Okay, now time is up. The clock is ticking and time is up. This is disgusting. There's no way this man should be our president. Okay, we got the apprentice, we got the arms. We have the apprentice, which is the page of arms. This is someone watching. Okay, watching. I feel like she is watching the situation as well very closely. She's going to try to get out of jail. She's definitely going to try to get out of jail. Okay, but let's bring it back to Trump again. Okay, so now that this situation is out, what is the underhanded move that Trump is, thinking about? What's the next underhanded move that he's going to try to play? Because his back is against the wall. Executive wires. This is the king of wands. You see the fire? Okay, starting more shit, causing more problems. See, the bad thing about him being president right now, and the country is looking at him like this, and everybody's like turning on him. He can make some damage before he leaves that seat. You know what I'm saying? So he's definitely scratching up a plan. You see the wand on the on the wooden desk, and he's scratching up a plan. He's very pissed off. He's trying to come up with something. He may take it out, try to put us in a war to lock his seat in. He's going to do whatever he can to not give up that seat, or to not go for the article of impeachment, for him not to be put in that situation. And he's going to cause chaos and hell. He's not even speaking to the reporters. He's going to try to cause some bullshit to where he's locked in that seat. He don't want to give it up. I wonder, do he view his seat as a protection barrier? Is Trump viewing this as a protection barrier? Two of Pentacles. Somewhat. That's two of Pentacles. That's a maybe choice. So somewhat. He kind of knows that as long as he's in this position, he has, security. He has, that title where people have to, defend him. And I think there is a fear that once he loses that seat and he goes back to civilization, if they don't send him to jail or whatever, I think there's a fear of him living a normal life, and that somebody may come back for him. I think he is very scared, very worried about his future. Yeah, this is an ending to his. We have the Five of Zant, which is the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is the Impoverished card, okay? And then we have the Three of Cups, which is the Three of Cups. Three of Vows, which is the Three of Cups. Friendship, collaboration. I feel that the Five of Pentacles is all about not having, and also it could be taken out like leaving out of the cold, because they're outside of the church door. And as you see, the church door has a Z on it, which represents money. So I feel like this is a situation where his cabinet members, Three of Cups, are leaving him out in the cold. That's what I'm feeling. Okay. Okay. I'm strongly picking up that there are some people in his cabinet members that is going to leave him out of the cold, leave him in, leave him and not even really deal with him. Okay. They may even turn their backs. It's three people in his cabinet that is going to turn their backs on him. Okay. And the ending card, what other card could it be? The devil. Yeah. And when these people try to leave him out of the cold, he's going to try to expose them too. Trump is a type of person that if you accuse him, he's gonna say, well, it wasn't just me. It was such and 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 such. The same three people that is gonna leave him out of the cold, he's gonna air their dirty laundry out. As you see, the devil is hanging, and he actually have them in bondage. So I feel like he either has dirt on these three cabinet members that he's gonna air out and go into his devilish energy and try to be petty and air their shit out as well. So it's definitely, he is going to turn into the beast. The energy is very hot, very temperamental. He's going to use his position of power to make things worse for the American people and try to blame the Democrats for it, like he's been doing. This is not something new. This is what he's been doing for the last, how old is the man? 70 some years old, 70 years old, 50 years old, 50 years. Okay. This man has been doing shady business practices, blaming people, lying for 50 years. You think all of a sudden now he's president, he's going to be doing the right thing? Hell no. Nah. The people who left him out in the cold, he's going to air their dirty laundry out. Period. Because he's mad. Period. Okay? So let's get the energy read for Trump. Like his mental status right now. Let's look into that. What is Trump thinking? What is the energy surrounding his energy? Truth. He's scared about the motherfucking truth and being connected with the truth. He is scared of the truth. He know his fingerprints is all over it. Okay? All over it. Look at the magnifying glass and the thumbprint. He know it's a wrap, but when he goes, he's gonna go out with a bang because he's gonna be fucking up some of the legislation on purpose. This is okay. This is also giving me the energy I'm picking up is when you have a spoiled child that gets everything that they want, and then when they can't have or be covered or be protected by something, then they take it out on everybody else. This is the type of bratty behavior that Trump is displaying right now. He's going to turn on the people that turn on him. Okay? And he's going to be petty with it. No doubt in my mind. He's going to come after people who've turned on him. He's scared of the truth and he knows he's connected to the truth. He's scared of the truth. He probably didn't think Epstein had this information or they had it at the estate. He probably, I just don't understand. If you had this big of a motherfucking skeleton dealing with Jeffrey Epstein and his human trafficking situation, why in the hell would you run for president and take that risk of your shit being aired out to the whole world? Now you really going to be, you say you want to be in the history books, you really going to be in the history books known for this, being associated with Jeffrey Epstein and his people and his human trafficking. This is what you're going to go down for, Trump. This is going to be your legacy, your truth. One more card out of the emotions. This is life happens. Life happens. I had to look back at the box. I'm like, what's the name of this? Yeah. Spiritual bath. He's so dirty. The deities and the spiritual warrior say he needs a spiritual bath. He needs a whole remake. He needs a whole spiritual bath. He's that dirty. He's so dirty and filthy that he needs a spiritual bath to take over this little devilish energy. That's their recommendation. He needs a whole new cleanse. Okay? He needs a whole spiritual bath. He's dealing with devilish energy. He's dealing with greed. He's being a tyrant. Okay, he's over here trying to bribe people to keep their mouth shut so he can manipulate a fight. And what is it going to be next, Trump? Is it going to be, it's the MAGA and the MAGA rebels, and the Democrats? That's exactly how he's going to come. But guess what? The thing about it is there will be balance in the future. Okay, so karma's here to stay. And he's going to have to pay that ultimate price. You got to be careful on how you treat people and what you do and how you move. Because at the end of the day, balance will always be restored, whether you like it or not. Period. He knew exactly what the situation was. He knew he had some dealings, and you decide to go for the presidential seat where you will forever be known for the president dibbling and dabbling with human trafficking. You will always be known for that. This situation that we're watching is just going to be as big as Bill Clinton in the 90s and his impeachment, but twice. And then what's going to happen in midterm elections? The Republicans who are stepping or actually taking his side are going to have some problems in midterm elections, because guess what the opponent is going to say in the debate? Well, weren't you one of the list of Republicans who wanted to help Trump in the cover up? That will be the end of the debate right there. Period. Trump cannot offer protection to any Republican at this time because of the simple fact that this is going to be in history and documented, and documentaries are going to come out, okay, and interviews are going to come out. So what you do, Republican Party, what you do in 2025 is definitely going to reflect in the midterms of what you're going to do when it's 2028 and it's time for them to run. We have a photographic situation in video and if a full of information in reference to this cover up. So when you go up to debate your Democrat opponent, the first thing they're going to say, you voted for the Epstein file cover up. In the discussion, you lost the vote and you lost the seat. So the Republicans that's speaking up towards him, I want to give them a hand clap and say, you know what? You guys were blind, but now you see. You see, because he can't offer you no protection after he's gone. After he's out that seat, there's no protection. That's your midterms. That's your election that you're putting on the line to defend a president who is associated with a human trafficker. You put your seat in jeopardy if you support this president and voting against this vote for the Epstein emails and the files to be released. And every opponent that you debate will throw it back in your face. So you will lose straight off the bat, which means the Democrats will regain power in the House and the Senate because of this. Okay? Straight up. So let's go into the Egyptian Oracle. This is a fucking shit show, y'all. Who would think in 2025 that we would have a president associated with a human trafficker, lied about the whole situation? No, it's time for his ass to be impeached. Bottom line. And if you are in the comment section talking about Republicans, this Republican, I'm gonna remove your comment, and I don't want to hear it, because now you're choosing to support someone like that. Okay, you don't have to be Republican or Democrat, but what does that say about your character if you choose to support this person? Okay, so let's go ahead and get the final judgment here, the final situation on this expose, I guess. You know, this is embarrassing as a country. This is so embarrassing. So embarrassing. Let's go. Let's see. What's the final outcome in this situation? Outcome of forced manipulation. There's some manipulation here. They're going to try to manipulate. Outcome of force. After all of this, he is going to stand, y'all. He is going to stand tooth and nail and keep saying that he did not do it. He's never going to take accountability. He's never going to take accountability. And that's the bad thing, is that at least Bill Clinton, even though he lied the first time, at least Bill Clinton at the end said, you know, I lied to the American people. So I'm expecting the video for Trump to say, I lied to the American people, which he'll never do. Outcome of force. He will never confess this. He will always say they did it. They did it. This person did it. This person did it. And he's going to try to deflect. He's not going to take accountability for this at all. So they're going to have a hell of a time. But I think judgment's coming. Healing. Yeah. Some healing energy here. He needs some help for sure. But also healing for, this is actually the way that this is going to play out because he's being exposed. This is actually for the victims, because they're now starting to see that Trump is in the news in reference to this, and they wanted justice anyway. So this is healing. This is a part of the healing, to see the retribution of the enemy. These women were trafficked. Okay. And now they are starting to start to regain their faith back into the justice system, because it's saying healing. And they are looking at him. They want him brought down. Okay. They want him brought down. And I believe it's going to happen. I strongly feel that. It may take a little time, but you're talking about a reputation, he's going to go down as being the most destructive president in the United States of America. There will be books written about this, documentaries written about this. And then when it comes down, 2027, 2028, when those midterm elections come through, people are going to remember this, and they're going to remember which Republicans voted and which Republicans didn't vote to stop this change. There's going to be a change in that seat. I wouldn't be surprised if JD Vance end up becoming president. Articles of impeachment is coming. Union and power. They're going to remove him. I feel strongly about that. They are going to remove him. It's going to take a while, though. Okay? There's a change here. There's a major change, and that seat is going to be given up. JD Vance is going to most likely succeed as president, and there's going to be a union here, and the power is going to be a union of the Republicans and the Democrats getting to the bottom of this and removing him from his seat. So his worst fear is right around the corner. I will give this, like, maybe if he's on year 1, I would say by year maybe 3, the beginning of year 3, that they're actually going to probably start trying to remove him from office. Say 2.5 to 3 years, because they got to be very meticulous about it. And it depends on the vote too. It depends on people's free will. When we read these cards, when I read these cards, this is the energy at this current moment, this time, and this stamp, this minute, this second. Okay. Anything is susceptible to change. Okay. Anyone can be persuaded and bought and bribed to change their vote. So this is as of now. As of now, I'm feeling like, yeah, there's a big issue. He's going to be exposed, and people are going to bring the articles of impeachment towards Trump. Okay. And it's going to take a minute. But once all the facts are all connected, he's going to lose that seat, and JD Vance is going to be our president until the next election. Okay. That's my prediction. And, drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feeling about the situation. This is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm picking up. Karma is here and is delivering right on time. Okay, right on time. This karma is here. His ass is being handed to. It is what it is. He got to go, y'all. It's time for this president to be impeached. I thank you guys for tuning in to Tarot Noir. Thank you for enjoying the content. Let me know what you think in the comments, and stay spiritually protected. Make sure that you work on your manifestations and your spiritual protection, because all this bullshit that's happening, this is just crazy right now. Okay, so you guys have a wonderful night, and until next time, take care.